Hi, I'm Winnie Haung, and it's a pleasure to be teaching at the Pastel Society of America. In the course that I'm teaching, Florals, Fabric, and Faces, we will be focusing on each subject for 6 weeks. I like to emphasize good drawing and composition, understanding of tones, use of limited palette and color theory, mark making and pressure, and finally, I like to show you ways to work with the pastel where there's no need to blend with your finger. I'm going to begin right now with 2 demonstrations very quickly to show you 2 methods where you do not need to blend with your finger. In the first one on the left is called the linear method, and I've started with a quick sketch, and I've blocked in white areas and dark areas, and I've left the midtones just the color of the paper. In the one on the right, I have created an underpainting using the 2 darkest red and green colors and then rub that in with tissue. On top of that, I'm going to be building the other colors. So on the one on the left, I'm actually going to begin with some of the middle colors. You can see my middle colors here and my lighter colors here. And my darkest colors are here. So right now with the middle color, I'm just going to actually block in the pink color on top of everything. Now anything else I feel that is kind of on the warm side, I'm also going to block in with some of this pink tone. All right, and then anything that I feel is sort of neutral, I'm also going to block in. And what's really interesting is you'll see that I haven't lost any of the tones anywhere. Notice that I'm only blocking in the light areas. This is this pink. Now I'm going to use that green, the middle green, and I'm going to block in areas now very lightly that are not pink. So areas that are gray, and certainly areas that are green. I'm also going to be adding this green to some of the shadow areas. Now I'm going to be going to my darker colors. Start with my reds. I'm also going to be, again, just blocking that into the flowers. This is my darkest red. And again, into the shadow areas. I'm also going to be picking up some of the areas of the glass that are in reflection. And using some of the darkest green now to bring out some of the other areas that are actually green. I'm going to add that now to my shadow areas. And finally, my lightest color, my pink, I'm going to be adding to the lightest areas. And this is when I really sort of parse out the bits of the carnation that are in light. Really sort of blocking those in, using the side of the pastel and sometimes the upper areas. I'm also going to really emphasize where the light is hitting that glass. In the linear method, there's not a lot of building. Now I'm using my light green. I've chosen a cool green for my light green to build those areas. I'm going to be building some of the light areas also. And I continue in this way. In the one on the right, just very quickly to show you, I'm going to be starting with my middle tones again. Very quickly figuring out where the light is hitting the flowers. I'm going to add lighter tones on top. You can see that I'm using predominantly just the side of the pastel with a real focus on mark making and shape, so that the effect is that these start out a little bit fuzzy and they sort of grow. Now looking at the glass and the areas of the glass that are in light and pulling those areas forward. And finally, just adding a little bit of light for the surrounding area. And you can see how the glass emerges from the dark area. At the very end, I put in some darker marks. And again, these are quick demos. I hope you'll consider joining me one of these weeks at the Pastel Society of America, and thank you for watching.